Hey guys, Nintendo is not happy, and let me tell you why. Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, apparently, some people got some early copies, maybe through some distribution channels. Maybe they swiped some copies. My assumption is some people stole some copies from different locations where they work from, and they started selling them uh, on the black market, essentially. And I will tell you to give you an idea. Some of them, a couple of copies, supposedly sold on Mercari. Now, I don't know if you guys are familiar with Mercari. Mercari is this app where you can buy and sell. Here, maybe you can see it. Different products. It's really easy to sign up and actually sell stuff, that you don't use around the house. And I've actually purchased stuff, put bids on stuff on there. Kind of a little bit like eBay. Um, but, anyways, apparently some people started selling Zelda Tears of the Kingdom off of that app, and Nintendo caught hold of it. And I guess while these, even after these sold, a couple of copies actually sold, and in transit, the transactions got canceled, and these people got refunded. But I'm guessing some of these people actually got the copies, even though they didn't have to pay for them, because some of them were marked that they were already shipped. Okay, this is crazy. So as a result, you can actually go online, and so a lot of people are actually streaming some of these, some of the spoilers of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom live on their channels because they now have these early copies. Now, to me, I think that's a terrible idea because Nintendo still owns the IP. They don't want this out there. And this is a good way to get in trouble, serious big trouble. And so let's go ahead into it. I've got an article, I've got a video that I want to share with you guys that covers a lot of this. And by the end of it, you're going to know exactly what's going on. Okay, you can watch streamers play Tears of the Kingdom right now, but you probably shouldn't. Yeah, unless you want spoilers. I mean, the whole idea of this is, everybody gets the game at the same time. We all start playing. We can have, there's community built around a release where we all get it at the same time. And there's value in that. A couple of weeks before its May 12th launch, it appears that The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom has leaked, according to reports from Kotaku. Physical copies of the game have leaked from retailers, and people are streaming the game on Twitch and Discord. Again, a very bad idea. If you guys own a copy, that's great that you guys were able to, snag an early copy somehow. But I would definitely be very, very careful about streaming any of this because it's not IP that you own. It was relatively easy for me to find a Tears of the Kingdom stream on Twitch hidden within the 300 or so channels streaming Breath of the Wild. The two games have the same art style, UI, and have similar in-game locations, so it can be hard to spot a Tears of the Kingdom stream from a Breath of the Wild one at a glance. I won't post any spoilers or links, but if you notice a big red hand in the top left corner of the game screen, back away immediately. In the stream, I found the chat was filled with messages begging the streamer to switch to something else, lest the channel be taken offline. Kotaku's report also included chat messages from Discord streams in which viewers posted a copy pasta informing any Nintendo lawyers who might be lurking that they were not affiliated with the streamer or condoned their actions to ostensibly guard against any legal action Nintendo might pursue. There's some big words in there. So yeah, I'm certain Nintendo is extremely onerous about their IP, and I will tell you, I guarantee you, they are not happy about this at all. And no matter what you think about Nintendo, they do create incredible games. They have some incredible IP, and they provide a real service to us gamers. I mean, it gives us something to talk about. I love Zelda. It's been one of my favorite IPs, one of my favorite brands since I was a little kid. And so, for good reason, Nintendo is pretty onerous, and in terms of how they want their IP portrayed and shared with people, and timing as well. So it does seem like Twitch and Discord are taking action against early streamers. just like Meraki, or what's the name of that app? Mercari, just like Mercari did, in terms of canceling those transactions and making sure that those. I'm sure that they didn't get those copies of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom legally, is my assumption, right? So the people that were selling them on Mercari is what I assume. So it does seem like Twitch and Discord are taking action against early streamers. Kotaku reported that the Discord server hosting a Tears of the Kingdom stream has been taken offline, while the Twitch stream I found was shut down a few minutes after I discovered it. Excitement for the Breath of the Wild sequel is totally understandable. Yeah. So let's go ahead, guys. Let's go into the video, and don't worry, I'm not going to be sharing any of the new footage, any of the spoiler footage. Anything that I'm going to be sharing is straight off what Nintendo has provided. And this is, let's go ahead and watch a video by Nintendo Talk. He's actually got a really good channel that covers a lot of these different Nintendo games, Switch games that's coming out, and he talks quite a bit on this specific topic. He's done quite a bit of research.
Welcome back to the channel, and once again we are talking Tears of the Kingdom. We have a few updates on this game, and man, Nintendo is not happy. So if you're new to the channel,
they're definitely not happy.
I will be covering Tears of the Kingdom all the way up until launch and beyond. This is definitely one of my most anticipated games. So today is a pretty interesting day.
One of the cool things that I've noticed about this Tears of the Kingdom is you are constantly combining items. Like you're constantly putting, those fire gels and stuff on your arrows or whatever to solve puzzles. It's a constant thing. It's a big part of the game, where in the previous version, it was more like a thing that you did every once in a while.
But I want to continue a developing story that I've been covering pretty much all week, and that is about a Mercari seller who was actually selling physical copies of Tears of the Kingdom, posting as early as the 29th, which is pretty crazy. I mean, that's more than 2 weeks before the game is actually out.
Just barely 2 weeks before the actual release.
Story. It started with 1 listing, and then went to 2, then went to 3. There was 5 total listings for Tears of the Kingdom, but I have a huge update for you. And
I think there were 5 listings, but only 2 sold before it got taken down, and even those 2 got refunded.
There seems to be 3 listings that are missing. There are still 2 sold listings for $300 each, but now there are 3 missing listings, and I thought that was very, very odd. And I kind of wanted to look into it, but I had.
Are you willing to throw your life away for $300? That's what I want to know. I guarantee you those sellers are in big trouble. No way would that be worth it.
Of an email that they got. I'll put the email on the screen for you.
Way more profitable white-collar crimes than that one.
Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. I will block out the username just for privacy reasons. We wanted to let you know that your order has been canceled. Refunds take around 5 to 10 business days, blah, blah, blah. That's Mercari's policy there. Now, as you can see, they did pay. This is proof of them purchasing from that seller. Seller says Blue Star right there, which is the seller. Says the item price, and they used PayPal to pay for it. Now, I was talking to this person more, and they go on to say that Mercari was the one who canceled the order.
That's pretty cool that he got in contact with one of the buyers.
There was a third party involved, basically going against Mercari's terms of service, which then voided out the sale of this game. Now, Nintendo has been cracking down and taking more action than just this, but I think this is very interesting, how the person literally reached out to me, and the fact that their sale was blocked by Mercari, and they got.
This is one of the problems with physical products like this. These things get shipped out a couple of weeks before they get put out on the shelves, and it only takes a couple unscrupulous people to yank a couple out of the box and start posting them for sale.
The person that ordered this game may get the game with the refund. So this is just a great day for us, because we're seeing someone who scalped these games. 5 games for a total of $1,300, by the way. They were marking them up to 300. They started with 100. And it looks like Mercari is stepping in. And you got to assume via Nintendo is blocking these sales. And this seller is...
Yeah, because it has to be stolen property.
Violated Mercari's terms of service. Their sales are being blocked. Their customers are getting refunded. But it looks like the item is still in transit, which is very interesting. I think the whole Mercari seller story is pretty much put to bed unless they list more games and try to get rid of that. But it looks like Nintendo is definitely cracking down on sort of...
Yeah, Nintendo can request the return of the stolen property.
Especially today. And it's exploding on Twitch, YouTube, and
even if the buyer didn't actually physically steal the product themselves, if it's known, if they can prove essentially, which is easy for them to prove, that it's stolen property and that it's theirs, then they can request a return of it.
Probably the way. Now, the interesting thing is a lot of people are actually streaming this on Twitch, and within 30 minutes, their streams are getting taken down. I have even seen some videos on YouTube where people are uploading playthroughs already. It's just not the right move. Nintendo, especially on YouTube, which is why I don't show a lot of leaks or anything in my videos. Nintendo will take your video down instantly.
Yeah.
Videos that are up
just not a good idea. If you're going to be doing reviews of different games, if you're going to be doing live gameplay, work within the system that these developers and those who own the IP have created.
Obviously, this is a losing battle for Nintendo. The files of the game were uploaded today, and a lot of people, of course, are downloading them. And you know what? If they upload them to other social media sites, Nintendo can try their best to take these things down. But man, once something is on the internet, it is pretty much there forever. And Nintendo can only do so much. Now,
especially on sites like Reddit or, some of these sites, it's like impossible to get stuff taken down, even if you can prove that it's false or even if you can prove it's stolen.
Are posting the serial numbers. And I don't know a ton about the retail space and serial numbers in general, but Nintendo could track these back to the original source and possibly take legal action. So it looks like the floodgates are open to this game. And it's kind of odd because...
I don't think that they'll take legal action against those people that say bought a stolen copy secondhand, but if they tried streaming it, like if they streamed the stolen copy, then they'll probably start taking action. That's what I would think.
It's very wild to me. And the fact that people are still sort of pushing the limits, even me making a video on this where I'm showing like screenshots and different things, like that's a risk. But people making playthroughs, extended, cutscenes, they're uploading pretty much everything, is very foolish in my opinion. One thing
I don't even think you need all of that extra footage to build good quality content around the new game that's being released. I mean, there's already a lot of really good footage about Tears of the Kingdom pre-release just a couple weeks before it comes out.
I will say about Tears of the Kingdom, and this is not a spoiler, but the beginning of Tears of the Kingdom is interesting, to say the least. I'm not going to go into details, but the start of the game is something that I was not expecting, and a lot of you guys will not expect as well. It's, without spoiling anything, it's just, it makes sense, but it's kind of weird for a Zelda game to start like this. Anyway,
I'm actually really excited for this story. Breath of the Wild, I wasn't really impressed with the story. It was just like a lot of just like a lot of footage with no dialogue and moved really, really slow. I really hope that they kind of fixed that on this one and they said like, listen, we can't have this massively just a super slow paced story where it's just, a video of Zelda off in a field. A video of Zelda like off in a field and for like 15-20 seconds before anything gets said or any type of action happens. I just got sick of that after like 4 or 5 of those videos for the cutscenes of Breath of the Wild. I was like, this just drags. So it wasn't even worth it for me to explore the story outside of the conversations and the side quests and everything else that kind of happened within that game. Anyways, guys, less than 2 weeks until Tears of the Kingdom come out. I hope you're excited about it. I sure am. Make sure to get your copy pre-order, okay? So that way you'll actually have it when it comes out. Remember to like and subscribe. I cover everything about different, both Switch gaming, PC gaming, all kinds of fun stuff. So I try and cover the news and the best videos that I find about the different games that are coming out and the best articles. So you guys have a good day. I'll see you soon.